What's good with you guys, man? Today I'm going to be showing you guys the best build here in Season 7 of NBA 2K23. And this build is really a LeBron James build, and it's been taking over 2K23. Tons of people have been using this build, and it is an all-around build that can do everything at an elite level. And I've been having so much fun on this build, so I want to go ahead and share it with you guys. But before we get into the video, make sure to go ahead and leave a like on this video and sub up to the channel. I post videos every single day, so let's get straight into it. So first things first, the position is going to be point guard, and the handness is obviously up to you, and I'm just going to go with jersey number 5 here. But let's get straight into this build. And again, this build can do it all. You literally can have fun doing everything on this build. So for the height, you're going to go for 6'8". LeBron is 6'9" in real life, but this is pretty close to it, obviously just 1 inch off. And for weight, you're going to go 186. And for that wingspan, make sure you have it at 7'5". That's very, very important to make sure that you get these certain attributes that you need to get. For body shape, I personally like to go with defined. I think that it looks the most athletic for the 6'8" build. But let's go over here to the continue, and let me show you what you're going to do with this build. So as you can see, it is already planned out here. First things first, you're going to want to make sure you have this close shot on 53, driving layup on 73. And the big thing here is driving dunk on 85, which does allow you to get certain animations, contact dunk animations, from having it on an 85. And you will also be getting 11 finishing badges. But what you do have to remember, though, is that you do get those +4 badges from going ahead and doing that quest, which obviously we are all able to do. So you get +4 badges, and you're going to be putting those onto the finishing category so that you can get to the 15 mark and get into the tier 3, where you're going to be able to unlock limitless takeoff or posterizer, or both. If you do go ahead and core one, which is obviously the main objective here, is that you either core limitless or posterizer, and then you go ahead and unlock the other one. And then you also have all these other badges down here. So it is absolutely great at driving to the rim at 6'8" with the 85 driving dunk and contact dunks and great badges. But let's move over to the shooting. As you can see, this build is also elite in shooting, as it gets an 85 three-pointer and 18 shooting badges, including the possibility to get either Deadeye or Limitless Range. I personally would take Limitless. And then obviously you can go ahead and get badges like Corner Specialist, Green Machine, and any of these tier 1 badges that you're looking to get as well, like Amped. And it is absolutely great for shooting. With that Silver Limitless Range, you are able to shoot from very, very deep. You don't need Limitless on any color higher than silver this year, so it is literally perfect when it comes to shooting and finishing. And then we move down to playmaking, and yet again it is looking perfect, as he gets an 89 ball handle and 21 playmaking badges, where you're able to get all the dribbling and passing badges that you really want, including that gold unpluckable and killer combos. And then obviously you're able to get needle threader to be able to throw those passes in between the defense, which is very important. And a huge thing about this build is the Hall of Fame quick first step, which the 6'9" builds are not able to get. And this is a massive reason why I truly believe this 6'8" build is the best build in the game, is because you get that Hall of Fame quick first step, which is massive for driving to the rim and making it hard for defenders to guard you on all 3 levels. So that is very, very important. And of course, you do get all these badges here in tier 1 as well, including gold hyperdrive. But on top of that, you also do get a 76 pass accuracy, which does get the job done in terms of not having slow passes. And the speed with ball is going to be an 80, but we know that the acceleration is more important. But with that being said, let's get down to the next category, which is going to be defensively. And this is, like, you already see, we're perfect in terms of finishing. We get contacts. We're perfect in terms of shooting. We get silver limitless. We're perfect playmaking. We get all the playmaking badges we want with 21. And then on top of that, we get 22 defensive badges with a 95 steal, which is absolutely broken. And you get the ability to go ahead and get gold glove and gold interceptor with a 95 steal. I literally average like 5 to 6 steals a game in the rec center from just poking and getting lanes constantly. It is so good at getting steals. And on top of that, the 92 perimeter defense, 82 interior defense, and the other biggest thing here is an 87 block, which allows you to go ahead and unlock this silver anchor badge. You're literally nobody is scoring on the paint on you in this build. Even 7-footers, 7'3" players are getting swatted by this build in the paint. So he's literally able to guard the perimeter and block everything in the paint. I've gotten so many snatch blocks with this build. It's so good because you get that silver anchor, and you can go ahead and core that and also get gold clamps as well with interceptor and glove too. It is just so good defensively. It's an elite defensive build. And on top of all of that, in terms of the physicals, we're not lacking anywhere in physicals. We get that max acceleration for this build, which is going to be an 82 acceleration and an 80 speed. As we all know, acceleration is more important than speed this year, so you want to make sure you have it set up like this. Strength is a 67, which gets the job done. The 75 vertical allows you to unlock all the animations that you need in terms of finishing, and obviously you are going to be able to get a 95 stamina, which goes up to a 99 with all the plus 4s from Gatorade, and also the acceleration will be an 86. But all in all, as you can see, this build can do everything, which is why I love this build so much. It's so fun to play on. You're elite defensively. You're able to drive to the rim, that you're primarily going to be driving to the rim. You're a 6'8", but you're also able to go ahead and step back out of nowhere and drill a deep 3 from Limitless with that silver Limitless, and you also get great playmaking. It's just such a complete build. It does everything. I love playing with this build, especially in the rec center, but even in the park, it's super fun to play with. And with that being said, this is what I go with for my takeovers on this build, and you want to go ahead and copy these. Trust me, you want to get extreme clamps as your primary takeover. This will allow you to go ahead and get many more steals and also just be an absolute lockdown defender. And it also does obviously boost all your other stats. And for that secondary takeover, you go with limitless range. Now, some people may switch these around if they're more worried about scoring. But me personally, I like having extreme clamps on the primary so that I'm able to just rip everybody and get tons of steals and run down the court on the defensive end when I do get takeover. And with all that being said, you're going to obviously go ahead and complete this build. And from here, let me show you guys exactly how I have these badges set up and what the name of this build is. So it's going to give me shades of Lonzo Ball, Halliburton, and Drew Holiday because of the fact that I made this build a point guard build, because I would like to be able to run the point in the rec center, and that's just the best way to go. So from here, you're going to go over to this edit build, and let me show you guys exactly how I have my badges set up on this build. Or actually, I just clicked the wrong thing. So we're going to go back through this again. Hold up. Bear with me here, guys. I want to show you guys exactly the best way to set up these badges. So let's get right back into where we just were. And from here, you're going to go over to, okay, if we can go through this animation again. This is very important, so keep watching. You want to see what badges to set this up with. So you're going to go over here to test build. I clicked the wrong thing last time. And you're going to go over here and you're going to hire it up to a 99 just so that you can get all your badges correctly. And here we go with the badges for this build. So first things first, you do need to get 10 badge points to go ahead and get into tier 3. So for me, I personally would go ahead and pick up, I would probably go ahead and pick up Acrobat. And then the biggest thing obviously here is going to be this Fearless Finisher, and you can also pick up this as well. And at this point, we're looking at 6, 7 badge points, so we can go with this. Now we're at 9 badge points, and then maybe just go ahead here and take Giant Slayer. And then now we're into tier 3, as you can see, where we're going to go ahead and be able to get a badge like either Posterizer or Limitless Takeoff. But as you can see, it's going to say that we need 4 more badge points, but you get those plus 4 badges. You guys all know about that. So that is where you're going to put those in for finishing to get either Limitless Takeoff or Posterizer, and you can core it and get the other one as well. Having Limitless and Posterizer is very important. You're going to obviously go ahead and grab Agent 3 here, and you're going to also go ahead and grab Green Machine. From there, you're just going to go over here and probably, I personally would take Amped. And then from there, I go ahead and grab that Limitless and core it. And then also go ahead and grab either Deadeye, Blinders, or Catch and Shoot. Me personally, I am going to go ahead and grab probably Deadeye. And then you have 2 more badges at that point where you're going to try to go ahead and you can either lower this to silver and then hire this up right here. Oh no, it's not going to let me do that. So actually, I would just go with... I'd probably go ahead down here and hire up Amped to gold, and that is the way I would set this up personally. From there, you obviously have your playmaking badges where you're going to go ahead and get this Hyper Drive. You're going to get Needle Threader. You're going to get Hall of Fame Quick First Step. You get so many badge points, so you want to take absolute advantage of these. Go over here and grab that, and then also go ahead and grab this as well, or this, depending on which one you would rather have. I'm going to take that, and then also grab Dimer for defensively. This is where it gets really interesting. You grab Glove, you grab Interceptor. You also are able to grab this and core it, which allows you to get Anchor for free. And then you can also go ahead down here and grab Menace on Hall of Fame. and you can also grab a badge like Pick Dodger on silver, and that is how you would wrap up the badges for this build. All in all, this build is absolutely elite. I've been using this build, and it is literally taking over the game. It can do everything on both ends. It's a very fun build. I suggest you guys go ahead and make it. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to go ahead and leave a like, and if you made it this far into the video, comment the word LeBron. I'm going to be liking and replying to every single comment that says LeBron. I want to see who the loyals are that made it to the end of this video, so go ahead and leave a comment saying LeBron, and I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'm out of here, boys. Peace out, y'all. Have fun with this build. It's super, super fun. Trust me.